cheer every play. The Rams are on their way. We've got the backs and the line to win, win, win every time. For a team, the rugged Rams are here to stay. These are the men we cheer. Crazylegs, Don, water buckets, Van, many foe would fear. Deacon, Tank, Night Train, Stan, keep driving down that field with Vitamin, Larry, Andy, Tom. We'll never, ever quit. We'll fight, fight, fight. So come on, every man stand up and cheer. Ours is the team of the year. Come on and join with the band for the best bunch of guys in the land. We've got the backs and the line to win, win, win every time. For our team, the rugged Rams are here to stay.
Hey, Roy. I thought I'd find you here. I saw the rest of the team leave a half an hour ago.
Hi, Brock.
What are you doing out here?
I don't know. Just sort of taking a last look around. Come on, let's go.
You're really serious, huh? This was your last game.
You've been playing a long time, Brock. I'm gonna quit while they still want me.
Funny to hear you talk like that. Seems like only a couple of years ago when I first had you on my team in high school. I'll never forget when I got a look at that crazy stride of yours. I wasn't sure whether you'd make a ball player or not. It was quite a team we had that year in Warsaw. How's it look to you this year, Coach?
They're pretty green yet, Professor. Most of them never been in a game. I'll know better after we play Rhinelander next week.
Now, you got us spoiled around here, Brock. Got so we expect a championship team every year. Tell me, why does a man with your record go on year after year coaching at a little high school?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I like it. You know, everybody wants something different. This is what I want.
Well, that boy's pretty fast. He's new this year, isn't he?
Yeah. Watch this.
Hey, Hirsch! Next time, cut to your left. Get those knees higher. Drive him. I want to see him right up under your chin. Okay, Coach. He's been running 2 miles a day ever since he was a kid. Got a very peculiar stride, developed it himself. Makes him awfully tough to tackle. I see what you mean. Well, I better be getting home. See you tomorrow, Brock.
So long, Professor.
All right, that's it. Hit the showers. Come on, Roy, knock off.
I'll quit in a couple of minutes, Coach. I want to try those new steps you showed me.
Hi, Roy. I waited an hour for you at the library. You said you'd be there by 5:30.
What time is it?
Almost 7.
Well, I gotta get going.
No, I called your house and told them you'd be late.
Mom, sorry?
No, I don't think so. She's getting used to it.
Hey, thanks for calling. I'm sorry, I just forgot about the time.
You forget about everything out on that field, don't you? No, I don't understand, Roy. Other boys play football. They still get home in time for dinner and go out on dates and things. Why does it have to be just football with you?
I don't know. It's just the way I am, I guess.
Well, I'll give you one more chance. Are we going to the dance after the game Friday night? Or is there going to be a special practice?
No, that's one we can make her think. Here, catch. I'll be out in a minute.
I'll wait for you, Roy.
Now that I'm out of high school, why can't I work for a couple of years and get us some money ahead, and then go to college?
I don't want to hear any more about it. Your mother and Brock can help you pick the school. I don't care as long as it's a regular college, and I hope it's not too far away. See you, Brock.
Good night, Otto.
Good night, son.
Where do you think Roy ought to go?
Well, he's had plenty of offers. The field's wide open. After those scoring records he hung up last year, he could just about choose his own school. Matter of fact, that's what I think he ought to do. Pick the school himself.
If I go anywhere, it'll be Wisconsin.
Don't forget, Wisconsin doesn't go in for subsidies or bonuses. All they've offered you is a $12 a week job.
I know, but I can get home every weekend.
Well, Wisconsin's a fine school from what I've heard. And, Ruth Stalmer's going there, isn't she, Roy?
Oh, yeah, Mom, I guess she is. I guess that's it, Ruthie. What do you got in those things?
Thanks, Roy. Gosh, you should see my room. It's just beautiful.
I'll bet.
Isn't it wonderful how everything's worked out? Both of us at the same school and everything.
Yeah. Say, I better check in at my boarding house. The cab driver said it was about a mile north from here, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. I wish it were closer.
Yeah.
When will I see you?
Gosh, I don't know. They got me on a pretty tight schedule. Got classes from 8 to 3 and then football practice from 3 to 5. And then from 6 to 12, I got that job down at the radio station. But the rest of the time's my own. Anyway, I'll call you when I get settled, okay?
Okay.
See you.
Don't forget to call, Roy.
Ready, stand. 1, 2.
He's even better than you said he was, Brock. Hardest working boy I ever saw. Last one to leave the field every night.
You think he'll make the starting lineup next year?
Are you kidding? If we could play freshman, he'd be in there right now. Hey, Negus!
Hi, Roy.
Hi, Ruthie.
Hi, Jack. You go ahead and I'll meet you in the car.
Just dropped by. I thought maybe I could take you to dinner.
I already have a date. Gee, I wish you'd called me.
I just found out I could get off tonight.
I never get to see you anymore. You don't give me the chance to.
I've been pretty busy, and I've been going home every weekend.
How's your family?
Pretty well, thanks.
Roy, is anything wrong? You know, we always planned on having so much fun in college, but what's happened?
Look, you better go. I'll call you.
Promise?
Sure. Hey. You sure look nice.
Thank you, Roy.
Next fall, the Wisconsin papers predicted the best team in the school's history. And by the time the opening game with Notre Dame came around, Roy was worried about making the starting lineup.
Say, Roy, these new uniforms are really something, huh?
Yeah.
Got the manager to fix me up in a little lucky number 27.
That's swell. I hope 40 will be lucky for me if I ever get in the game.
Can't miss. I heard the coach talking with some newspaper guys down at the field house this morning. You're going to the left half this afternoon.
Are you kidding?
No.
I hope I don't let him down.
I drove down to Madison to see the Notre Dame game after my high school team played on Friday night. Roy was in the starting lineup as the Badgers kicked off to the Fighting Irish. It was still 0-0 in the third quarter, and it looked like the game might end that way. Wisconsin had the ball on the Notre Dame 35. Roy, at tailback, took the pass from center, shot through a hole at tackle, and got 2 full steps on the Irish secondary. The game ended 7-7, but Wisconsin celebrated that night just like they'd won. For the first time in many years, Wisconsin had proven its right to be ranked with the great teams of the country. Wisconsin went into the game with the Great Lakes Navy team at Soldiers Field in Chicago undefeated. Roy's mother and dad could never get away to see him play, so I tried to make as many of the games as I could. This time, half the state of Wisconsin went with me. The war and the training programs had brought Great Lakes a collection of top stars. I figured Roy would be lucky to show anything. I crossed my fingers every time that big Navy line crashed into him. But near the end of the first half, the Wisconsin quarterback called Roy's end run. He cut to his right on his own 38 and headed down the sidelines. Wisconsin went on to win 13-7 for the biggest upset of the year.
Just a couple more questions, Hirsch.
Sure.
How did you feel when he started down the sidelines? Think he could go all the way?
No, I didn't have time to think. All I remember is that big safety man heading for me. I didn't want to tangle with him.
There's talk you've got a chance to make All-American this year. How do you feel about it?
Pretty lucky.
Just one more, Elroy, with the towel around your neck and that I'm weary, but I won, Mom, look, huh?
That will be tough.
Thanks, pal.
Say, Hirsch, where'd you ever learn to run like that? You got the craziest pair of legs I ever saw.
Hey, wait a minute. What did you say? Crazylegs? Crazylegs Hirsch. I think that name will look okay in print.
Sure could use something else besides Elroy.
Wait a minute, you guys. Don't forget to give me the credit for being here.
Yeah, nice fun, man.
Hi,
Roy.
Bob.
Thanks for coming down. Hey, Ruth's going to meet me at the station. Why don't you come along and grab a sandwich with us?
Well, you think you got time, Crazylegs?
I think I can manage.
Say, by the way, there was a nice game today.
Oh, thanks. But you know, I still slowed down on that reverse play. Maybe you could straighten me out on it. But not until after dinner.
All right. The name Crazylegs stuck. Newspaper writers picked it up, and so did the broadcasters. Number 40, Crazylegs Hirsch, became a familiar phrase to sports followers all over the Middle West. None of us realized it then, but a sports legend was being born. Like Bronk Nagurski, Red Grange, and Tommy Harmon, Crazylegs Hirsch would be remembered. By the time Wisconsin's last home game was over, it looked pretty certain that Roy would make All-American in his very first year. Different from most legends, this one was true.
Seems like high school again. Hot dogs taste just the same. Well, the mustard's just as messy.
Oh. Here.
I don't like to see things change.
What do you mean, Roy?
These are the only times I ever get to see him anymore. After the games with you. He never goes to any of the parties at school. He won't even come by the sorority house. I can't understand him.
Well, I think you should. He just hasn't got the time or the money to share those things with you.
Hey, I'll take about 6 of those and a bottle of mustard.
You're lucky we saved you one, and it's probably cold by now.
I'm sorry I'm so late.
Did you hear the reports on those All-American squads from the East? Looks like you're going to make most of them.
Brock told me about it, Roy. I still can't believe it. Your first year.
I can't believe it either. Anyway, I've got something more important to tell you. I joined the Marine Corps today.
But you never said one word.
I know, but I've been thinking about it for a long time.
Where are you going?
University of Michigan for V-12 officers training, and then on to Quantico.
Will I get to see you?
I guess they don't give many passes when you're in training.
This guy never tells anybody anything, does he?
Hey, there's number 40, Crazylegs Hirsch. No, it ain't. Crazylegs is twice as big as that guy.
You want to bet? That's number 40. Look in the program. Hi, Crazylegs.
Hey.
Hi, 40.
Hey.
Come on, 40. Brock's promised to take us to dinner.
Down left, march! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Column, halt, 1, 2.
Men, your next drill will be tomorrow morning at 0600. Ball out.
He means fall over. How long have we been out here?
Well, I'll tell you. Exactly 3 hours, 37 minutes, and 42 seconds. I knew it. He broke his own record.
That ain't all he broke.
Man, I never thought I'd live to see the day when a football field would be used for this. It's against my religion.
You should have heard the recruiting sergeant before I signed up. And listen now, Joey. Don't wait to be drafted. Get another year in college. Our V-12 program at Michigan. Girls and Ivy and, a little drill now and then, but just a college boy, see? Man, I'd like to have that guy walking right in front of me in this platoon.
Say, I heard there's going to be spring before there's room for us at Quantico. So
it's going to be a long winter. Hey, come on, we're late for practice.
You mean after all this, you guys are going to play football?
Yeah, and we better be there. They'll drop us from the squad.
Where do you want the flour set?
to my room, Giuseppe. With a big steak and a baked potato, cream peas, and 2 dishes of ice cream and a chocolate cake.
Right away. Your rifle, Sahib.
Thank you, Joey.
Buana! Buana! Hey!
Come on, Bill.
And watch out for this one, Crazylegs. It's still a little weak.
Okay, Hank, I'll watch it. Say, did you get that new jersey for me?
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Hey, this is swell. What's this?
Oh, it's a Michigan blanket. We give it to the seniors and make the letters of football. Tim gave it to me a couple of years ago. It was my 20th year here. It's getting a little soiled, so I thought I'd have it cleaned up. I'm fixing up a place where I can hang it.
It feels good and tight.
Your folks coming up to the game?
No, they couldn't make it. Dad's not too well, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Come on over to dinner if you can. Bring Brock with you.
Okay. And, thanks for everything, Hank.
That's okay, son. And remember, Roy, Minnesota isn't any different than any of the others. Good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Michigan, Minnesota. The battle for the little brown jug. One of football's greatest traditions. Michigan, strengthened by the V-12 men from other schools, was ranked second in the country. But Chrysler, the Michigan coach, had never beaten Bierman, the Minnesota coach. This was the game they both wanted to win. I had a strange feeling that day. Minnesota was my school. I'd played with Bronk Nagurski, the greatest of all Gopher stars. And there was Roy, the best breakaway runner in the country, playing against Minnesota. It was early in the first quarter, and Michigan had the ball, 3rd and 8 on the Minnesota 23-yard line. Roy took the ball from center, drove through the right side, and cut out to his left. Quarterback called Roy's signal again. He took a handoff, followed his interference through right guard. That started the run. Michigan offense couldn't be stopped. The Ann Arbor crowd went crazy as Roy scored 3 touchdowns and led the Wolverines to a 48-7 victory. Michigan, Ohio State, the Big Ten championship at stake. It was near the end of the season, and Crazylegs was a certain bet for All-American for the second straight year. He was leading the conference in scoring, and even before the kickoff, the crowd took up the chant that was now so familiar. We want Crazylegs. We want Crazylegs. Lloyd took the kickoff from behind the goal line. Early in the third quarter, with the score still 0-0, Michigan had the ball in their own 20. Roy slipped around his right end, hurdled his interference, and was on his way. Next play, Roy took the ball, started around right end, then wheeled and threw a perfect diagonal pass to his left end, all alone on the goal. Near the end of the game, Ohio State threatened. They had the ball on Michigan's 40, and their left half faded back to pass. Roy was playing safety. He jumped high on his own 5-yard line and took the ball right out of the hands of the Ohio State end. Michigan ran out the clock with Roy carrying the ball to clinch a tie for the Big Ten champions.
Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Anything for me?
No, sorry. How long since you heard from her, Crazylegs?
Over a month. I guess she's too busy with that social life at Wisconsin. Last time I wrote her, I made a couple of cracks about her going out with other guys, and I guess she didn't like it.
Well, you're not engaged, are you?
No, I'm in no position to ask her.
Well, how can you expect her not to go out or anything?
No, we're all mixed up. I wish I could figure out some way to get to Madison to see her.
Well, they're not giving out weekend passes. I tried to get one myself. Only way to get out of here this winter's with a basketball team. Neither one of us...
Hey, wait a minute. The basketball team goes to Madison for a 3-day weekend, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I could get an assistant manager's job or something so I can make the trip. I'm going to see Hank Cass. He'll figure out a way.
Oh, good luck.
Thanks. Everything's taken, huh?
Yeah, student managers were appointed last summer.
Maybe I could be the assistant to the assistant.
I'm afraid that wouldn't work. The only way you can get to Madison is to be on the team, not with it.
But I haven't played basketball in a couple of years.
If I was your age. And my girl was in Madison. I hadn't seen her for a long time, and there's only one way I could see her.
Roy got to Madison as starting center on the basketball team. He scored 21 points as Michigan beat Wisconsin. Ruth was waiting to talk to him after the game.
But why haven't you answered my letters?
Because I didn't think they were fair.
What you really mean is that this sorority life and the parties and dances are more important to you than anything else, isn't that it?
Why shouldn't I go out to parties and have some fun and have a regular college life like all the other girls? Oh, but that isn't the real reason, Roy. Do you remember last year here in Wisconsin? You weren't in the service then. You could have worked it out plenty of times to see me if you really wanted to. But your sports and your family, everything came before us. I was lucky to see you even once a month. It's the way it's always been. You can't expect me to sit around and wait till you have time for me.
I don't expect you to sit around and wait for me. But you don't have to go out with other guys all the time. You can answer my letters.
I thought it would be better if I didn't, Roy. You see, we grew up taking things for granted. And maybe we were wrong. I've got to feel needed, Roy. You just don't need anyone.
You're wrong, Ruth. And maybe someday you realize how much I do need you.
By spring, the orders to Quantico hadn't come through, and Roy's Marine unit was still stationed at Michigan. The baseball coach needed a pitcher, and Roy found himself playing that position for the first time in his life. The track coach wasn't going to be left out. He borrowed Roy from the baseball diamond whenever he could, and developed him into a top broad jumper. That June, I got a special invitation from the Michigan Alumni Club of Detroit. They didn't tell me what it was all about, but I had a pretty good idea.
Gentlemen, every one of us, but the man we honor, knows why we're gathered here tonight. Our university has been made proud by many sons. Their achievements are part of the Michigan tradition that threads through all our lives. But tonight, we pay tribute to an adopted son. Let me review briefly his record for this year. All-American halfback in football on the Michigan Big Ten championship team. Center on the Michigan basketball team. Led the Big Ten in rebounds and was second top scorer on the squad. Top pitcher of the Michigan baseball team, Big Ten champions. Top broad jumper of the Michigan track team, Big Ten champions. And you know how all this started? This adopted son of ours has a girl in Madison. And the only way he could get to see her was to make the basketball team and get the Madison trip. No wonder the Marines have a reputation for ingenuity. To Elroy Crazylegs Hirsch, Michigan All-American, and the only man in the history of our university to win a varsity letter in 4 major sports in 1 year. Crazylegs, the men of Michigan give you this symbol of their admiration and affection.
Get it, you Lloyd.
Wouldn't you know it? After waiting around here for almost a year, all of a sudden they give us 6 short hours to pack up and leave.
Paris Island. The stories I've heard about that place.
Hey, I thought you said you'd like any place after this.
Well, you know how it is. Now, as we bid fond farewell to the lovely winter shores of Ann Arbor, our hearts linger, and we are sad.
Look, operator, I've got to get through to her. That's right, Ruth Stammer. Well, page her again, will you?
That telephone over there, Miss Stammer.
Oh, thank you. Hello?
Miss Stammer?
Yes.
This is long distance. Just a minute, please. I have your party now. Deposit $1.55, please.
Hello, Ruth?
Yes.
This is Roy.
Roy! Oh, the first time you ever called me long distance, and you had to pick a night when there's a party going on.
I didn't pick the night, the Marines did. Our orders just came through a few hours ago. We're leaving tonight for Paris Island.
But, Roy, I haven't seen you.
Look, Ruth, I've only got a minute, so listen. I know we haven't seen much of each other this year, and things aren't like they used to be between us, but if you can, will you wait for me?
Are you crazy? What do you think I'm going to do, run off with the first fraternity boy who asked me? Don't worry. Just be sure and come back.
I guess I gotta hang up now. We leave in 20 minutes, and I still have to finish packing.
All right, 40. Right as soon as you can. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Bye.
Say, you better hurry up. You only got 20 minutes. The sergeant's waiting outside now.
Ah, the sergeant. Squads right, squads left, squads up, squads down, squads sideways. How I'm gonna miss that dear old rock-lined face.
Hey, anybody here when we get to Quantico?
Oh, not in this life, Private Hirsch. Come in.
Hi, Hank.
Oh, hi, Hank.
Hi, Hank.
Hi,
hey,
fellas.
sure glad you dropped by. I've been trying to get you on the phone. We're leaving tonight.
Yes, I know. Could I see you outside a moment?
Sure.
This is a little different than I had planned. But I've got something here I want you to have.
this is for seniors, and
We took a vote. Me and the boys that played on the team last year. Unanimous. I guess you got to keep it.
Gee, Hank,
Well, Crazylegs, come back and see us sometime. Good luck, son.
Thanks, Hank.
Hello, Ruth. Oh, Roy's coming home tonight.
I know.
Well, what's the matter? We've all been waiting for...
It's Dad. The doctor's up there now. He collapsed at the plant this morning. We're getting ready to take him to the hospital. Roy called last night from California, and Dad got so excited.
Hi, Mom.
I'm so glad you're home, son.
What does the doctor say?
The blood clot doesn't go to his heart. He'll come through pretty well.
Can I see him?
For a minute. He's been asking for you. But the doctor says he must be kept quiet.
Hold it, will you, Ruthie? Hi, Dad. Hey, what are you doing in bed? Remember that big celebration we had planned for when I got out of the service? Well, I'm a civilian again, beginning today, so... Come on, don't keep me waiting for that party, huh? You get some sleep now. I'll be around when you wake up, okay? See you, Dad. I've been afraid something like this would happen. I'm going to make it up to him, and it's got to be now.
You have to finish college first, Roy. That's been his dream.
What kind of a dream is it that's got him knocked flat on his back in there, too weak to even speak? I've got a dream for him, too. And for you, Mom. I'm not going back to college. I have to earn some money. Come on, I want to talk to the doctor. Quiet out here.
Well, what'd you expect? Roy, what'd you want to come here for?
I don't know. All the time I was away, I used to think about the things I liked best. Kids in high school, games we had in this field, the fun we had, and the folks.
Oh, don't worry, Roy. Your dad's going to get well.
You always know what I'm thinking, don't you? There's something else I've been thinking about for a long time. This is why I brought you out here.
Oh, Roy.
I'm going to play in the All-Star game in Chicago next month, and I've got a chance to get a professional contract after that. I sure wish we could be married before I leave.
You had it all worked out, didn't you, 40? You know something? I'll bet this is the first time in the world a girl's ever been proposed to on a football field.
This is Bill Brundage speaking to you from Soldiers Field in Chicago. In just a moment, this great All-Star Classic will be underway.
Well, how's the old married man?
Hi, Brock.
Just came down. I wish you good luck.
Sure glad you came. Hey, give me a trophy.
What's with this thing? It fits like a tent.
It's the only one that had number 40 on it. It'll be okay when I roll up the sleeves.
How do you feel?
Kind of jumpy. All I can think about is fumbling or dropping a pass or hurting the team some way.
Ah, you'll be all right.
I don't know, Brock. I've been away from it a long time.
What kind of talk is that? You've always felt this way before a big game. You ought to be better than you ever were. You're bigger, you're stronger, you're older. You ought to be a lot smarter than you ever were. Don't make me change my mind about you tonight.
All right, fellas, starting lineup out in the tunnel. Kohlhauer, Gafford, Graham, Harger, Horschmeyer, Hirsch,
Forget it.
Jones,
That's a hustle.
Ruby, Russell, Price, Lyon, Smith, Fellows, Chapman. At right halfback, Hutchie Horschmeyer of Indiana. At quarterback, Otto Graham of Northwestern. At left halfback, Elroy Crazylegs Hirsch of Wisconsin. And the rest of the All-Star squad.
It's late in the second quarter, folks. No score, and we've got a rugged defensive game here in Chicago. The All-Stars are up against the world champions, the Los Angeles Rams. And there isn't a man on this All-Star squad who wouldn't give plenty to play on a world championship team before he's through. Here comes the substitution for the All-Stars. Let's see. Yes, it's number 40, Crazylegs Hirsch, the two-time All-American halfback from Wisconsin and Michigan. The All-Stars have the ball on their own 37-yard line. Graham hands off to Hirsch. But Crazylegs fumbles the ball. Crazylegs recovered his own fumble. That was a tough break for the All-Stars. That play cost them 8 yards. The pressure's really on these boys tonight. The All-Stars line up again. Graham calling signals. Otto is really driving that team now, snapping those signals out. He hands off to Crazylegs Hirsch. Crazylegs cuts. He picks up a block from Harder. He's on his way. He's across the 50. The safety man can't catch him. The 30, the 20, the 10. He's over! The clock says 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, and it's still a 7-0 ball game in favor of the All-Stars. The All-Stars have the ball on their own 37-yard line. Graham calling signals from the tee. Crazylegs is out as a flanker on the left side. Graham's got the ball. He's fading. He's going to pass. There it goes. A long one downfield, meant for Crazylegs. He's got it. He's on the 30, the 20, the 10. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we take you down to the field where Arch Ward, sports editor of the Chicago Tribune, and the man who conceived this great annual charity game, will present the Most Valuable Player Award.
The Most Valuable Player Award, ladies and gentlemen, is part of the tradition of this great game. It is given each year to the member of the college all-star squad who, in the opinion of the sports writers, has contributed most to this game. Tonight, The vote is unanimous. It is a sincere thrill for me to present this award to a boy whose name is a byword to every sports follower in the Middle West. All-American at Wisconsin in 1942, All-American at Michigan in 1943, Elroy Crazylegs Hirsch.
Thank you, Miss Ward. It's a thrill just to play in this game. Something you dream about when you're a kid. I want to thank my high school coach, Win Brockmeyer, and all the coaches on the All-Star staff who played such an important part in winning this game. And every player on the All-Star squad, each one of them deserves this award. And if you don't mind, I'd like to thank someone who couldn't be here tonight, but who's listening in. Thanks, Dad. Oh, sorry, Miss McGowan.
That's all right, Lloyd.
Hi, Miss Hirsch.
Hi.
Happy anniversary.
Anniversary?
Yeah, it's 30th day. And you look younger than the night of marriage.
Oh.
Look.
Now you know we can't afford anything.
What do you mean we can't afford it? Go ahead, open it. Come on, come on. Look, I got it. A 3-year contract with the Rockets right here in Chicago. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Oh, Roy, that's wonderful.
For the first time in my life, I'll have money to do some of the things I've wanted. We can help Dad, and we can keep this place, and I can go back to school this winter. And if you play your cards right, you might even get a new dress.
Oh.
You know something? We're going to celebrate tonight.
Wait a minute, Roy. Get me the scrapbook that Brock gave us.
What do you want with that at a time like this? You got to get ready to go out.
I've been waiting for the right way to start our scrapbook, and what could be a better beginning than this?
Tomorrow, the Rockets will leave for Cleveland to play their first road game this year. For 2 years, they've been a hard-luck ball club. Their star left halfback, Crazylegs Hirsch, has been out with injuries most of the time, and the entire team has never been able to hit its stride. But this may be the year their luck changes. They've looked good in training, and this reporter can tell you personally that Crazylegs is showing the same speed and faking ability that you all remember from the All-Star game of '46. Good luck on Saturday, Rockets. We hope this is the year.
I got a hunch we're going to have a good year.
I sure wish I could go with you tomorrow. Will you call me right after the game?
Sure. And quit worrying. I'm not going to get hurt this season.
It's 3rd and 3 for the Rockets and the Browns 45. Crazylegs Hirsch at tailback. There's the snap. Crazylegs takes the ball, drives off tackle, picks up 2 yards, maybe 3. Wait a minute. I believe Crazylegs is hurt. The Rockets are all standing around him. Here come the trainers and the coach. Crazylegs is not moving at all, ladies and gentlemen. He's unconscious. It looks like he might be seriously injured.
I know he'll want to see you.
We got something for him. Won't take a minute.
Excuse me. Did you see the doctor?
Yes. He went over the case in detail, even showed me the x-rays. It's taken all these weeks before they could really tell. Roy's going to be all right. But
He can never play again.
now his brain's not injured, and that skull fracture is knitted together again in the past few weeks. But the doctor says his coordination will never come back. Not like it was or anything close to it.
Has he told Roy?
No. But I talked to Roy about an hour ago, and he seemed a little too cheerful. He's probably guessed it.
I'd better go see how he is. Maybe these fellows from the team can help a little, too.
I'll drive you home afterward. And Ruth, try not to worry. He's going to need a lot of patience and understanding.
All right, Coach. I'll see if he's awake.
Hi.
Hello, 40. A couple of fellas from the team are here. You feel like seeing them a minute?
Sure, get him in here.
Come on in.
Hi, Roy.
Hi.
Hi, Crazylegs.
Who let you guys in here?
Look at the boy, will you? Lying in bed all day, 3 big meals, good-looking nurses, and no practice. What a deal.
All this, and he still collects his check every week.
All you gotta do is use a little head work.
How do you feel, Crazylegs?
Great, I ought to be out of here in no time.
I hope you can make it back for the last couple of games. We need you for those Cleveland Browns.
Hey, who's the left half now?
Smitty.
He's a good back, a lot of drive.
Yeah, but Smitty ain't funny like you. We need those stale jokes of yours, especially on a ball team that's won exactly 2 games all season.
I'm sorry, fellas, but the doctor said just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we gotta be going. Say, Roy, you know, we finally won a ball game last week. Well, fellas want to give you the game ball.
Oh, hey, thanks. Hey, when you guys get back from that road trip, be sure and drop in, will you?
Sure, like Crazylegs.
Thanks
See you
again. You know, they're right. I'm a pretty lucky guy.
I'll walk out with him. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Months later, Roy was released from the hospital, and he and Ruth went back to Warsaw. In spite of what the doctors had said, Roy started working out, hoping he could get back his health and coordination.
Right there, let's go. Right there. Right there, baby. Let's work. Did you see it, Roy?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys.
How'd you know I was here?
You can't lose me. Don't you know that by now? Here, I brought you a couple of towels along.
Oh, good. You know, my coordination's really coming back. Oh, by summer, I'll be in great shape.
Sure, 40. I know you will.
I better get going. I'll see you.
Come on, guys, let's get this game going.
That's about enough for today, don't you think?
Just a little while longer.
Roy, I know you since you were a kid. I sure hate to see you driving yourself like this. You heard what all the docs have told you. You've got to face it.
Just let me alone, will you?
How are the legs?
They didn't tire out of me at all. I can feel that coordination coming back.
You really think so, Roy?
It really is this time. Let's try another half mile, okay?
Yes, but promise you'll quit when you start to tire.
Don't worry.
Remember, just because you're starting to get your health back, don't get any ideas about playing football again.
Who, me?
All right, 40. On your marks.
Hi, Dad.
How do you feel, son?
Fine.
Headache still coming back?
A little. Hey, how's that new job of yours coming?
I don't even get tired anymore. Get off at 3 every day. All I do is rest.
You got plenty of years to make up for. Well, hey, do me a favor, will you? I'm going over to the park and work out, so don't tell Ruth where I'm going, huh?
Okay.
I don't know what to do, Brock. I've been helping Roy get his health back every way I can, but well, I just never thought he'd consider playing football again. He won't listen to me. We just aren't close anymore.
The Los Angeles Rams seem willing to gamble on him. It's a mighty fine contract they've offered him under the circumstances. They've had him examined 3 times to make sure that that skull fracture is completely healed. Look, Ruth, maybe California and the change is what you both need.
We're going to have a baby, Brock. You know that. I don't want to sit around every Sunday afternoon wondering whether Roy's going to come home in one piece. It isn't fair to us for him to take the risk of getting hurt.
You're taking a risk, too. The baby, I mean. Women never seem to think about that.
That's different. That's a responsibility you're supposed to take. Roy won't take any responsibility. He's just the same as he was in high school. He's got to play football. He won't grow up. I can't take it anymore, Brock. I'm going to leave him. Tell me if I'm wrong, Brock.
No. I can't say that you're wrong, but then maybe you're not completely right either. See, there's something you have to understand, Ruth. For an athlete like Roy, sports aren't just a sideline. It's a way of life, competing against the very best. There's a special way you feel about things. Now, you can't buy it, you can't explain it to anybody else. You just have to live it.
Yes, but Roy's had all that in college. Why should he have to go on with it now?
I don't know exactly. I guess maybe it's because he has to know inside that he's fulfilled himself. Now, right or wrong, Roy doesn't think that he has, and he's fighting for that chance. Just as you want to fulfill your life with a child and a home.
I should know by now men stick together.
No. The important thing is that you and Roy stick together. He's a great player, Ruth. Share it with him. Help him. You'll never be sorry.
Is that a guarantee?
That's a guarantee for life.
There won't be many speeches around here after today, but I want you to get these things, and I want you to get them straight. The owners and the coaches of the Rams football team have just one thing in mind. That's to make this team the best there is in professional football. Now, each one of you has been handpicked. Your ability, brains, guts, and the desire to play. You new men have no doubt heard plenty about professional football. Professional means just one thing to us: the best. Don't ever let anyone tell you that a professional football player hasn't any spirit, or that he can be bought and sold by gamblers. The loudmouth that pops off like that hasn't known men like Sammy Baugh, Bob Waterfield, Hine, Clark, Luckman, Hudson, Graham, Dudley, Van Buren, and a lot of the others that we remember. If a man won't give everything he's got, he can't make this team. We don't want him. I don't care how good he is. Professional football has a code and a tradition. The Rams are part of it, an important part. Each one of you has a chance to be a part of it, too. Or you can be just another player that didn't have it. That's up to you.
All right, men, let's make a big circle.
The Rams had many great players that year. Captain Bob Waterfield, immortal number 7, all-pro quarterback and one of the all-time greats of professional football. Tom Fears, All-Pro end, the top pass receiver in the National Football League. Glenn Davis, Army's Mr. Outside, a star in his first year with the Rams. Dick Horner, All-Pro fullback, and top ground gainer on the squad. These were the rookies hoping to stick with the Rams. Tank Younger, fullback. Crazylegs, left half. Larry Brink, end. Norm Van Brocken, quarterback. Stan West, guard. Deacon Dan Towler, fullback. Night Train Lane, halfback. And the rest. They didn't play very much, and Crazylegs didn't get a chance to find out if he could really come back.
Isn't it wonderful? I spotted it while you were in training camp. And when you see the patio in the back, it's perfect for the baby. And it's only $4,000 down.
You really want it, don't you?
Well, of course I want it. We've never had a real home. Apartments, hotels, rented rooms, all. What's the matter? Don't you like it?
Sure, but I just don't know how to tell you.
Tell me what?
I don't think I can make the Rams this year.
What gave you that idea?
Well, the team's got a lot of good new backs, and Ruthie, I just don't know if I can ever play again like I used to.
If you make the team this year, we get the house. No contract, no house. That simple?
I guess that's it.
Well, remember that, because I put the first payment down yesterday.
Offensive backs, over here. Let's go.
Come on, Legs.
You didn't call me.
What are you talking about? You just said the backs.
I'm out of the backfield.
Since when?
Since yesterday. Old tanker. Sure gonna seem funny watching you guys from the stands this year.
Who are you kidding?
Well, I'm getting old. The joints are creaking. Besides, I'm tired of you big guys shoving me around and tackling me all the time. It's a heck of a way to make a living.
Hirsch!
Roy, I took you out of the backfield yesterday because I think you're the answer to our biggest problem. The other teams are doubling on Fears at left end because we don't have a real pass-catching threat on the right side. I think you can do it for us. You willing to try?
Sure, guess so.
Good. Then start running the patterns. Get past Winkler and Doherty on the line, and Bob and Van will lay it in your lap. Take over, Bob.
All right, let's go.
Ready, set, 1, 2.
Hey, take it easy, you guys. I got a wife and kid.
Try it once more. This time, fake like a halfback. Okay, Norm.
Ready, set, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, you guys mind staying out a while after practice? It takes a long time for anything to get through this narrow head of mine.
You pay overtime?
On my salary?
Don't force it, Roy. Don't worry about dropping a few. Van and I'll work with you every day. You'll get it. Okay, Van, long down and out. Here we go.
Don.
Hi, Ruthie. You waiting for Legs?
Uh-huh.
He's out on the field with Buckets and Van.
I saw some of the other fellows coming out. They told me about the new experiment. How's it going, Don?
Pretty good.
Don, do you think a girl can ever understand what makes one of you big lungs tick?
I think I know one who does. Don't worry, Ruthie. If anybody can make it, Legs can. He'll be in a minute.
Did you know that Hirsch is still down there working with Bob and the boys?
No, is he? He didn't say anything to me.
Do you you think he's got a chance at end?
Well, I just don't know. He doesn't seem to have the timing anymore, just a shade slow. I guess it's the skull fracture.
I'm going to try him. I'm starting against New York next week. Keep your fingers crossed.
Split the uprights. I'll have your contract ready for you tomorrow morning.
Hey, and be sure you read it before you sign it, because you can't trust this guy.
Come on, boys, break it up. This is one player that has to have dinner.
No, that's Mom.
Twice around the field in a hot shower.
So you just happen to be in California, huh? And it just happens to be the weekend of the Rams' first game.
And I just happen to want to see my godson. That's a pretty good excuse, isn't it?
Best I can think of. Say, how was Dad last time you saw him?
Oh, he's swell. He shows up every day at the plant. You'd never know that he'd been sick.
Yeah, that's swell.
Say, Ruthie, Roy's folks tell me that you've become quite an authority on football.
Oh, you wouldn't recognize me anymore, Brock. I'm a real fan now. I sit at the games with some of the other wives and even go to special practice sometimes.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. The rookies' wives call us the old pros.
You still want Roy to quit football?
No, not till he's ready.
You know, I wish you would drop me a line and tell me when you're going to quit. After all, I saw you play your first game. I'd kind of like to see you last.
That might be tomorrow night.
You're not kidding, are you?
We got a great team this year, Brock. We could take this championship, but they're counting on me for that right end spot, and
When are you going to get some confidence? You've been this way all your life. You're a cinch to be a great end. It's probably where I should have played you in the first place.
Well, I sure hope you're right, because Ruth's got me a knock up to my neck.
Hello, everybody. This is Bob Kelly speaking to you from Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. This is the first league game of the year. The Los Angeles Rams and the New York Yankees are out on the field, and in just a few moments, the game will be underway. Team captains are meeting in the center of the field with the referee for the toss of the coin. The great leader of the Rams, Bob Waterfield, is injured, couldn't even suit up tonight. The other half of football's most famous 1-2 punch. Norm Van Brocklin is going to have to carry the load for the Rams at quarterback. There's the whistle, folks. The Rams are lining up for the kickoff. There it is, a long kick to New York's 2-yard line. Buddy Young's got it. The Yankees still lead 7-0 late in the first quarter. It's going to be a long one to Hirsch. Crazylegs grabs it on the New York 45. He's in the clear. He's going over for a touchdown. We're in the second quarter here at the Los Angeles Coliseum. The score still 7-7 between the Rams and the New York Yankees. The Rams have the ball on the Yankee 45. Van Brocklin is fading back to pass, and he's looking for Hirsch. He's got it. It's away for a touchdown. Crazylegs Hirsch was the Rams' big question mark this year, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time he's ever played end, but the way he looks out there tonight, he might be the answer to the Rams' hopes for the World's Championship this year.
Bob Waterfield was at quarterback the next Sunday. And early in the game, he shot a pass to Crazylegs. Second quarter, Cleveland out in front. Waterfield back. He connected with Crazylegs again.
In the third quarter, Van Brocklin hit Crazylegs with a 35-yard touchdown pass, but it wasn't enough to beat the world champion Browns. And the Rams lost the game 38-23. Next stop, Detroit, one of the great teams of professional football. Early in the first quarter, Waterfield faked a handoff, faded back on his own 20, and threw a long spiraling pass down the right sideline. Crazylegs grabbed it on the Detroit 45, outran the secondary, and went all the way to put the Rams out in front. Detroit had tied the score in the second quarter when Van Brocklin handed off to Deacon Dan Towler, the Rams' young student minister, 228 pounds of soft-speaking dynamite.
Ours is the team of the year. Come on and join with the man.
The Lions fought back. A long, high Van Brocklin kick was taken by Christensen, the Detroit safety man, on his own 32.
Win every time. For a team, the Rocket Rams are here.
But the Rams held their lead and won, 27-21. Next stop, Green Bay, always a threat in the championship race. After a scoreless first half, Deacon Dan Towler took a handoff from Waterfield, broke through the left side of the line and sprinted 80 yards down the rain-soaked field for the first score of the game. In the fourth quarter, Rams ball on their own 25. Van Brocklin faded to pass, sent a long one straight down the middle. Crazylegs pulled it in on the 45, and he was all alone. But in November, when the Rams played the San Francisco 49ers in the Los Angeles Coliseum, their championship hopes were dim. The week before, the same team had beaten them 44-17. One of the worst defeats in Ram history.
Coach, this is the game we've got to win. Would you mind if I said a prayer in the huddle?
Okay, Deke. I said everything I had to say in the locker room, fellas, but Deke here has something on his mind. Okay, Deke.
Just a prayer for all of us. Dear Lord, we thank Thee for this opportunity to ask Thee to come and be with us before another game. Go with us, O God, and bless us. Give us courage and understanding to do the job that we have to do with all our might. Help us, O God, that we may run and not be weary, that we may walk and not be faint. For Christ's sake, amen.
All right, let's go.
It's 0-0 first quarter. The 49ers ball on the Rams 45. Frankie Albert in at quarterback. Albert hands off to Joe the Jet Perry, and Perry is through the line. Picking up speed, cutting through 3 Ram tacklers, and he might be going all the way. He's going to score. He is over for scoring this key ball game. Van Brocklin's going back to pass. Crazylegs is a step behind the 2 defensive backs. He's up in the air, and he's got it. And I believe he's going to go all the way. Look at him pull him away down to the 20 to 15. He's over for a touchdown. It's the final quarter here at the Coliseum, ladies and gentlemen. 6 minutes to play, and San Francisco leads the Rams 16-13 in this crucial game. Waterfield's got the ball. He steps into the cup. He's looking for Crazylegs at the 50. He throws the pass. Crazylegs with 2 men on him goes high for it. He's got it to the 40-yard line. He's away. It's a touchdown for sure for the Rams. And they're going to lead 19-16 with 5 minutes left to play in this game.
Well, I think that just about covers it, fellas. Any questions?
Coach, would you mind stepping outside a minute?
All right, Hirsch.
Look, fellas, we've all been playing football too long to listen to any locker room speeches. Besides, I couldn't make one if I tried. But we gotta do something. We've all been together since July when training camp started. Every one of us has worked real hard so we could have a great club this year. But now something's happened to us. Last week, the Redskins shoved us all over the field. The same team we beat by 30 points at the start of the season. Now we gotta win this game if we want to crack at the championship. There won't be a second chance. If we blow this game, we're through. It's no secret that the fans and papers are really on us. You know what they're saying. That we're front runners. That we're folding now that the pressure is on us. They're even saying we haven't got the guts to be a championship outfit. Well, are we going to take it? Come on, let's get out there. Let's take it!
Bears are really up for this one.
Yeah, but if we could get started, we could blow this game wide open.
Well, next time we get the ball, we'll go for a long one. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Okay.
Well, it's still 14-0 in favor of the Bears, and the Rams are backed up to their own goal line. It's their ball on their own 9-yard line. 3rd down and 5 to go, Rams. Waterfield's calling signals they might try a quick kick here. No, Waterfield's fading back to pass. And now here's a long one, and Hirsch is open on the 50. He catches it on the Bears 40, and he's going to be all the way he's going. Fans, with that great catch, Crazylegs Hirsch breaks the all-time pro record of total yardage gained on passes in one season. And this boy couldn't miss making everybody's all-pro team this year. Well, the Rams are driving to tie up this game. They still trail 14-7 in the second quarter, but they're a different team out there now. Van Brockman goes back to pass on the Bear 35. He throws it deep in the end zone, and Hirsch catches it, but he's going to crash the wall. No one here today will ever forget that catch. You had to see it to believe it. Now Van Brockman takes the ball, hands off to Tank Younger. Younger crashes around end. 2, 3, 4, 6 Bear tacklers have a shot at it, but he's still going. And there it is, another touchdown for the Rams. Well, the Rams are really on the move, and they look like they're going to be right there in the thick of the championship race.
And now, to make the final presentation of the evening, here's the man who brought the Rams through this rugged football season with a fighting chance to be world champions. Coach?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I feel it's an honor to be asked to present the Doc Clemens Memorial Trophy. It's to be given to the man the former Ram players feel has been the most inspirational player on this year's squad. Most of you here didn't know Doc Clemens, the Rams trainer that died a few years ago. You see, Doc wasn't a great athlete, no. He wasn't even a good one. But he loved sports. Loved them as few people ever do. Loved them enough to be satisfied with a sideline job and sideline applause. The coaches and players who knew Doc Clemens will never forget him. His great ability as a trainer, his great spirit, and his great heart. This is the first year for this trophy to be awarded. It's important that it go to a man who typifies the spirit of Doc Clemens, the spirit that has made big stadiums and corner sandlots come alive with the true meaning of sports. The former members of the team, ladies and gentlemen, have voted unanimously that this award be given to a man who represents the best in the memorable tradition of the Los Angeles Rams. A man who truly doesn't know the meaning of the word quit. Elroy Crazylegs Hirsch. Congratulations, Crazylegs.
Thank you very much. This is the biggest thrill I've had in my life. I hope I can live up to it. And just for the record, we're going to beat those Packers Sunday, and then we're going to beat Cleveland and bring that World Championship right back here where it belongs.
about that. This is the last day of the season, and they want that divisional title and a crack at the Cleveland Browns for the World Championship.
Come on, let's have it.
Quarterback. And there's the pass to Crazylegs. Slows up, fakes the halfback, and he's going all the way. Well, the story of this game now, ladies and gentlemen, is Crazylegs Hirsch, the Pro Player of the Year, in everybody's book. Just 3 years ago, the doctors told this boy that he was through with football, that he'd never play again. His comeback is certainly one of the greatest things in the history of sports. Time's back in again. It's the fourth quarter, 3 minutes to play, and Crazylegs is just one touchdown short of tying Don Hudson's record, and the Rams have the ball on the Packer 40. The Ram bench is standing there on the sidelines. Crazylegs has been the spark of this great team all year long, and they want to see him get this touchdown. Waterfield's back to pass on his own 45-yard line. He's looking for Crazylegs. He throws a high pass, but Crazylegs jumped way up to get it. To play, Crazylegs Hirsch ties the all-time record of Don Hudson and sets a new record of 1,495 yards gained on passes this year. There's what we've been waiting for. Word has just been flashed that the San Francisco 49ers have beaten Detroit. And so the Rams win their third straight divisional title. And they'll play the Cleveland Browns here next Sunday for the World's Championship.
Couldn't sleep, huh? It scares me to wake up and not find you there. What are you thinking about? Dropping a pass tomorrow?
Yeah, that and a few hundred other things. You know, all my life I've wanted to play on a championship team, just like all the other guys. We've got to win that one tomorrow.
I wish I could help you more at times like this. Know the proper things to say and everything.
Look, Ruthie, you're a part of it. Don't you think I know you've been pulling for me, believing in me, making me believe too? I never could have made it without you. And I'll never forget it on or off that field.
You mean I finally made the squad 40?
Yep, you're a real old pro.
Rams are coming on the field now, and listen to the roar of this crowd. The biggest ever to watch a professional football championship. Captain Waterfield of the Rams goes to the center of the field to meet with the officials, and in just a moment, this game will be underway.
It's wonderful that you could get out for the game.
I've been waiting for this just as long as you have.
Approaches the ball, boots it. It's a long one, going down to the Cleveland goal line where it's taken by Ken Carpenter. He follows his interference straight up to the field. The 15, the 20 is hit hard and dropped on the 23-yard line. Rams ball, 3rd and 8 on their own 47. Second quarter and no score, but the Rams are on the move. Van Brocklin's going back to pass. He's fading way back. This one's going to be a long one. Elroy's got it, a touchdown. The ball is snapped, it's in the air, and it's good. And the Rams lead 7-0. It's still the second quarter, 7-0 Rams, with Cleveland 4th and 8 on the Rams 43. And Lou the Toe Groza will kick from his own 48. It's good. A 52-yard field goal, and that sets a new record for a championship game, and the Browns have scored. But the Rams still lead 7-3. Well, it's the second quarter, and the Browns lead the Rams 10-7. 2nd and 5 for the Browns on their own 15. And now Otto Graham, the Browns' great quarterback, is calling signals. Graham's fading back to pass. It's a down and out pattern to the split halfback, but it's taken right out of his hands. An interception by Rams Marvin Johnson, and he shoots right out of there. He's in the open. He's going all the way. Man, this Brown defense is rugged. The Rams had a 1st and 10 on their 1-yard line, but the Browns have pushed them back to the 10. So it's 4th down, and Bob Waterfield is lining up for a field goal. There's the kick. And it's good. Bob Waterfield ties the score late here in the second quarter. It's the 4th quarter, fans, and the Browns and Rams are tied 17-17 with 7 minutes left to play. The Rams have the ball on their own 28, 2nd and 8. Van Brocklin calling the play now as they go back into the huddle.
Roy, Tom, come here. How are they killing you with their legs?
The halves and safety are doubling me.
How about you, Tom?
I can get on his outside and back of him.
Okay, you keep those 2 guys busy over there, Elroy.
Okay.
Here it is, Tom. 55, you run it down and out. On 3. Hey.
Los Angeles Rams go out in front 23-17 with just 6 minutes left in the game. Only seconds to play, and the Rams are still out in front 24-17. The Browns have the ball on their own 40, 4th down, and Graham is trying desperately for a long pass to tie the score. Graham is going back to pass. No, he laterals to Kenny Carpenter. And he gets away a long, long pass. Crazylegs is back covering the receiver. They both jump, and Crazylegs knocks it down. Oh, good.
Great. I know, I'm as great as you are.
They'll run out the time on one play. Only 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the gun. The Rams have finally beaten the Cleveland Browns, and they're the new football champions of the world.
That was really a great game.
Yeah, I wish the folks could have been out here.
I tried to talk them into flying out with me.
Yeah, I made plane reservations for them, but Mom thought Dad'd get too excited. Hi, Ruthie. Hi, mister.
Oh, I still can't believe we won the championship.
It's too close for comfort. I'm sorry I made you wait. I just forgot about the time.
I seem to remember you saying that once before.
Roy says he's really going to quit.
Well, I've had a chance to do what I wanted. I guess it's time for the old man to settle down.
Well, don't look at me that way. I like it here. Besides, I was just beginning to know all the plays.
There he is! There's Crazylegs! Hey, wait for me!
Here they come.
Come here, wimp. Hi, guys.
I told the guys you were the last one out of the locker room. They didn't believe me. You sure played a great game, Crazylegs. Did you send my program?
Sure.
Hey, Crazylegs, how do you ever catch those passes? Hey, Crazylegs, I've been working on passing. You know, the way you told me.
Uh-huh. They won't let him quit.
Neither will I. Not yet.
Hey, look what I got. I got his autograph.
You see, Brock, we're a pretty big family. Come on, 40. Let's all go home.
Come on.